Michael Gage here with The Worst Party. Before I really begin, a few shout outs. To all my Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. To my Jewish friends, Shalom. To my Christian friends, hello and God bless. To my Hindu friends, namaste. To my agnostic and atheists, hey, how's it going? Rock on. A few other shout outs. Hola, bonjour, buongiorno, guten tag, mi hao. And I have a few others. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, konnichiwa. And that might be it right now. I know, you must be thinking, what the heck, this guy can't be American. He knows more than one language. Oh, that knows more than two. Alright, did I forget aloha? That one's easy. It's, Hawaiian, and if every American doesn't know at least aloha, then we've got trouble right here in River City. With Hawaii being one of our states. So, yeah, again, white boy, American, several languages, at least to be able to say hello, and in a lot of cases, goodbye. I'm not asking you to be impressed, because it's not impressive. It's me paying attention. It's me looking at people as people and meeting them where they are. I've known the greetings for several languages for several years. Why? Because I think it's important to recognize culture and be respectful to those cultures as an American. Do I understand all of them when they're talking or anything? No. I understand a few. Can I hold conversations? In a couple, little bit, un poquito. But it's just about, I made that point to show two things. Number one, I understand that there are many cultures in this world, and I understand that they have their ways of being greeted, saying hello, at least. I feel as a person, not as an American, but as a person, it is part of my duty to recognize that and offer that up. To the religious aspect, my religion defines that I am supposed to meet other religions where they are for who they are. I'm not looking here to put out anything against my Muslim brothers and sisters, Hindu brothers and sisters, Buddhists, atheists, agnostics, and attempt to change your mind and come to my side of the aisle. I, in and of myself, cannot do that, and I do not expect any of you to do that because I say so or anything. All I am saying is, I feel it's my obligation to meet you where you are, because you are people. People matter. Religion matters. It's just very important to me to know people and to get to know people and understand their culture and be respectful to those cultures, because I never know who I'm going to run into. I never know when I'm going to need somebody's help and who they are and how they could help me, or I could help them, or we could help each other. But recognizing that and just having that little bit of being able to show connectiveness in society is great and amazing. Oh, I know what you're probably thinking. Yeah, I'm not wearing a shirt right now. Um, yeah, it's of course it's Saturday. It's Alabama Day. Well, I got forced to clean my shirt, and it's in the dryer right now. And because it's Alabama Day, I don't wear another shirt except that one. Only other thing I'll wear is my sweatshirt, but it's still too hot for the sweatshirt. So I've got to wait on this shirt. I'm not gonna jinx anything. I am a little superstitious, so I'll wait. And I can wait because as of right now, I have nowhere to go till later. But I'm not going to show you the full set of goods here because, ladies, I don't want you getting the wrong idea or nothing. Because I am happily married. See? Happily. I mean, the ring, I don't know. I just showed that. That doesn't mean happily. That's kind of ridiculous. Because I have a ring means it's happily. Heck no. But, I am. I am very happily married. And can say that without a question at all in my mind. But anyway, back to people. We see so much, we have so much going on. And here's the thing, we are about a month and a half away from the United States general elections that will determine all of the U.S. representatives and 1/3 of the Senate. So the quandary is, who do you vote for? Do you vote Democrat? Do you vote Republican? I hope you vote with what you feel is right for you and your community. That's why I started with the different greetings, because we have people from all those spread across America who are all citizens who all get a vote. And these votes matter for, excuse me, at least the next 2 years. And you need to decide what is best. Now, if neither person is right, do not cast a vote for what people say is the better of two evils. Well, the better of two evils is still evil and should not be representing you. If there's somebody in your community like, fire, write them in. People will say that's a throwaway vote. They're never going to win. It's not going to count. Well, right now, it probably won't, but you have to vote with the way you need to, not the way they tell you to. I keep seeing these ads for congressional district up here in Northern Virginia going at it by two ladies. And it's funny, the main commercials right now coming out are not from either campaign, which is very interesting. The top two commercials are coming out from the Democratic Congressional Committee and the Republican Congressional Committee. to tout each other against the other. One side's talking about, the Democrat side's talking about how the Republican is hurting us through taxes and hurting us by voting with, as they say in the commercial now, with Trump 97.8% of the time. And the Republican side's pushing against the Democrats, saying she's all about raising taxes and all this stuff and putting more taxes and things on people. Both of them are the worst of both worlds right now. Not just these campaigns, it's many of them. And the thing is, first of all, neither side should be saying anything about voting with Trump, because Donald Trump does not have a vote. He does have a veto power. And the thing I say is, these sides need to come together, stop separating each other like they have separated us as people. Stop pushing their non-facts on us to make themselves sound good and voting together as if they're one collective group of ducks or something. And the other side in the other pond voting that the same way. We need these people to vote with their conscience, with their souls, and for the constituents that put them there to begin with. These veterans who have been there for several years believe they have the right to hold that office until they are either elected out, primarily believing that they have an automatic bid into the general election, or retire as they see fit when they want and continue to collect their paycheck for the rest of their lives, which is ridiculous in and of itself. It's not a matter of taxation, non-taxation, the national debt. Everybody, they're forcing the national debt up. We're going to bring it down. Is it affecting you? Is it affecting me? I'm sorry, the debt's been there since the Revolutionary War. We've been in debt ever since. The highest that it's gone in relation to GDP was during the Civil War. And that too, over 100 years ago. So why all the time, do they push this and that? And, but now, our GDP is on the rise. It's over 4. It's 4.1, 4.2. And of course, one person's taking full credit for that because, they're the ones that got us to spend that money. And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It's my rights that matter to me, my liberties that matter to me, my ability to seek, or as written, pursue happiness. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Penned right there in the Declaration of Independence. And that's the thing, is we're pushing against so many forces right now and trying to look like we're wonderful for it. The only people in America who are true Americans, if you will, are Native Americans. And because they were here. We came, took over, whatever, doesn't matter, white, black, Middle Eastern, Asian, whatever. We came to America, and we are the melting pot of the world. Again, military-wise, I respect the military beyond belief. My father was a naval officer in submarines, went to the Naval Academy. He was probably the smartest man I ever knew. And, I'm so thankful he did serve our country. Here's the thing, I know people of almost every nationality that have served this country, have served the United States of America in the military. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. They're all vitally important to us. But I hate that they're raked over the coals, if you will, from our federal system on this person is better for you because they support military in this way. This person is bad because they want to cut certain military things. We're the most powerful nation because we're no. Does that? I'm sorry. That last part. Does that make everybody feel good and safe at night? I don't know. Maybe it does, and maybe that's good. I mean, I do feel safe, but I don't know that I feel safe strictly on them being protecting us. I believe they are our protectors, and I admire them a lot. What I'm saying is, politically, they are used as, old military term, cannon fodder. Our political system uses them when they want to push agendas forward. And that's not fair to our troops. And then when things go wrong, they're somewhat of a scapegoat of, well, it was the right decision to do this, but they messed up. I don't know how they messed up if they only followed orders. So that's neither here nor there, but it's just a ridiculous cycle that's been happening for a very, very long time through various presidents of both parties. I feel safe because, yes, I'm in the U.S. And you know what? U.S.? Oh, U.S. Us. That's right. Us. Together. All cultures, all societies. I'm not, I am all for true immigration. I believe we need to allow people to come to America because just as our forefathers, our families came, some in recent years, some hundreds of years ago, but they still came to America looking for a better life, looking for opportunities, and we just need to allow for those opportunities. The thing isn't just allowing them in or keeping them out. It's putting together a process of if people are coming here and they want to be in America and they want to be American citizens, we need to put a better path in place to make this happen. This whole trying to keep the Mexican, Hispanic, Latino community from crossing our borders just in and of itself is ridiculous. To keep Middle Eastern, Muslim brothers and sisters from coming here from certain countries because that country has supported a terrorist group currently or in the past is ridiculous. Why are we saying because their government has supported this set of people makes all of the people bad? I welcome you to America. I welcome you, your families to America. I believe a lot in America and who we are, what we stand for, or what we should stand for, based off our written documents such as the Declaration of Independence and our Constitution. And I believe that we have violated those rights for our citizens and for those who want to come to America to not be involved in the strife of what other governments are doing to their people. Not every Muslim, not every Middle Eastern person is a terrorist. It's just totally not the case. It's totally nonsense. I know the media, some parts of the media make it look that way, but I know so many. I'll tell you what, I love Thai food. I don't know if I've expressed this before in a video. If I had, I apologize. But the guy that delivers my food, his name is Yaya. He's from Syria. He came here because of how it was and is over there. Telling me stories. Telling me how, he still has family but isn't able to see them over there. And, he came here to make a more perfect life, as we are to make a more perfect union. And we're good friends. I applaud him for what he does on making his family better and providing a life for him and his family. We just need to accept everybody for who they are. Stop slamming people based on religion or nationality or anything like that. I've got a lot more to say, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I hope somebody's watching. I hope somebody listens. This is all me. This is my thoughts, my heart for people, and where I want to see things go. And, like I said, I live in Northern Virginia. Anybody from any of the nationalities wants to meet up, talk more about stuff, get to learn each other's cultures. I am American. I first and foremost say that. I came from an Irish background primarily, with English mixed in there. But that doesn't define me. What defines me as a person is what is instilled in me through God, through Allah, whichever you prefer. That is what defines me. That is what defines each person on the planet, is what you're truly made of. Like I said, whether you believe the same beliefs I do or any of the others, doesn't matter to me. I don't want to discuss that with people in order to try and change people's minds, because I believe nobody can change anybody's mind. Well, people, saying, well, I'll change your mind on that. No, you won't. If you give me a good argument on something and I change my mind, you didn't make me change my mind. I looked at the evidence, I took it for what it is, and I made the decision. So, with that said, please connect with me, message me, comment, whatever. I'm willing to FaceTime, come up with any, excuse, if you will, to connect with people. I want to find out your story. I want to find out your family story. I just want to find out everything I can about people before I leave this earth. as many people and as many cultures as I can, because, like I have said in the past, the only, well, kind of the only two distinctive differences that we have as people, just as people being people, are the language barrier and pigmentation in our skin. Some are darker, some are lighter. It's just how it is. Makes no bit of difference to me. Should make no bit of difference to anybody. Racism is just stupid in and of itself. It's pure stupidity on uneducated and unwilling to budge from what they've been taught in the past. Like I said, is, darker to lighter. We're all people. We all have a heart. We all breathe air. We all walk on legs. If you had them, I struggle with that. I have my legs still, thankfully, but walking on them is very much a struggle. We're all composed of the same materials. Our muscles are no different. Our blood vessels are no different. We are people. And as it says, we the people. And I'm going to change it, instead of we the people of the United States of America, to we the people of the united world created for us come together in order to form a more perfect union. I'm not saying one world government. I'm just saying people as people. One-on-one, groups together, all races, learning cultures, learning background, coming to understanding of each other, instead of blanket statements that we hear time and time again from our media and from our elected officials and from just people who are plain ignorant to the knowledge of what that means to be a person and to accept people for being people. So, with that said, happy Alabama Day. Roll Tide. Catch you a little later.